I don't know where that video ended. I'm at Fort Worden. This is my part 2, June 17th. I pushed off and I don't know where. So if I'm repeating myself, get the fuck over it. Like, over it, dude. Okay. So I was saying, I've been watching The Orange is the New Black. And some of it's pretty intense. And I was watching Manifest. And that's a true story, based on a true story. Then, I rolled my eyes because there's no such thing as a true story. And then, it's about a plane who disappears, it's like a time traveling thing. And, I've heard recently that there's only 3 seasons. I've been waiting years to watch it. And I was so happy that there's 2 seasons on Netflix. So, I'm like 3/4 of the way in the first season. And, yeah, I just love stuff like that. Interdimensional travel. And I've been doing it myself. Not like where people know it's like 5 years, you know. We move realities every minute of every day, right? Right. Some's noticeable, some's not, right? Right. 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 Yes, sir. Right. Very, very pretty. See those mountains over there? I dedicate them to you. To the trail. Was I saying? Oh, so, but like every plank of a second, like I've probably switched timelines hundreds of times just in this video. Anyway, the point. You get the point? The point. Cool car. Cool mountain. The point, Crystal. Give us the motherfucking point. Okay, well. This is the point. This is the fucking point. We're just here to experience. That's the point. Alright, so, anyway, so lately it feels like it's been more profound, my shifts. Like notably noticing something in my environment, people that's drastically different. USIC. You see those trucks around a lot. They're about critical infrastructure. A bunch of baloney. Like, we have the people that create the infrastructure, we have the people that enjoy the infrastructure. We have the victims, we have the abusers. We have the robbers and those being robbed. We are source here having experiences. So when you go, oh, I asked Nakai, oh, Nakai, what's the fucking point? Nakai's like, point? What? There's no point. Ha 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 ha. She laughs. Very pretty. You're here to experience. Well, how am I experiencing when I'm walking this same area every day? Because the experience is coming to you, she said. It's, you know, I get people from all over the world. But also, I'm like, well, how does the experience come to me when I'm, where did I park? Oh. Anyway, okay. I'm not going to my rig anyway, but that let the experience come to you. The whole point is to have the experience, not label it, not judge it, not need it to be anything other than it is, and be honest about who I am in it, you know, to myself. I don't need to be honest with anybody else. It doesn't even matter. Because that mountain beautiful. Because for the most part, I project a different version of other people every second, right? Every replay second. So, you never know what these crazy cars are going to do. And that guy, well, ask me another time. So, shit. Like asking your spirit guides, like Nakai, what's the point of me looking at this moon and these beautiful mountains, this beautiful water? What's the point of me on San Juan Island going to every one of those fucking beaches and seeing all that beauty and experiencing so much alone, right? If you don't experience something with someone else, is it even valid? You know? Stuff like that. Spirit's like, right? Like, how valid is it with someone else? Because it's so funny, because like I've had people in my life that I've dated that's like, you talk about somewhere you've been or something you did, and they remember it different anyway, and they probably had a completely different experience. So what difference does it make if someone's walking on the beach with me or not, as to me enjoying the beauty? Yeah, enjoying that person, that's a different experience. But you don't need to have someone else to be there for you to enjoy an experience. And I've always been like that. Like, I used to go to the bar, have like a rum and coke. I'm in my early 20s. The drinking age was 21 in Montana, and I had partners because I always fucking had partners. I was in a 6-year relationship, an 8-year relationship, then a 16-year relationship, and then I took a 10-year break. Ish. But, always being home, had a bakery, had a real estate business, had fucking Jesus, fuck. I went on a tangent again. Okay, so we are here to experience, and that is it. Just be. Wake up tomorrow and just be. And I'm like, well, how am I experiencing something when I'm laying in the back of a vehicle like this? I close my eyes, I go into meditation, I fall asleep. Always loved the boat and then the mountains in the background. And then Spirit showed me a bunch of visions and reminded me of recent dreams. And I travel in my sleep, and I remember a lot of my dreams. And the other day I was in water and I was swimming in the water. I wasn't swimming, actually. I had my sandals on, my thongs. They were blue. They're the ones I have, but I don't I'm not wearing them right now. They're in the car, but I haven't worn them since last year, over a year ago probably. And they were my dream, and I had them on, and I think I'd walked a ways, and I was in this lake standing there. I could see the sandals and could see my feet, what I know to be my feet. And then I just laid back in the water. I was like, yes, I'm doing it. And I just laid back, and the water was the same temperature as me. Like, there was no shift. I was in Boca Raton for a while at one point, and the water was warmer than my body temperature. It was not refreshing. It was disgusting. And then I seen a manta ray jump out, with their long tails. It scared me. Anyway, that was a tangent. Right, I'm on a walk. I'm taking you on a walk and talk. Oh, well, nice of you to tell us an hour into the whole thing. Some really neat tent things, huh? I'm here to experience myself. I'm here to have experiences for Source. And when I cross over or leave this carcass, I only leave this carcass to the people in this reality. They might see me as gone, or this game board, or this piece. And I shift to another reality. I shift to another version of me. I shift to that mountaintop, or that mountaintop, or that mountaintop. Isn't that neat? I think that's Rainier. They look different, at different times and different, I like to call that one Dante's Peak. It's kind of warm out here. Yeah, I have no idea what I was saying. Oh. I'm here to experience, and then when I cross over, when I leave this meat suit, I different gatherings rent this building here. Beautiful bike, huh? And so then I go into other versions of me. And so we integrate that. And I'm going to do some videos talking about how the timelines merge, how I've felt myself merge my timelines. And I thought that said ass of 2021. I was like, oh my God, it's like ass of the year. Where is it? Oh my God, I'm such a dork. What would you say, Crystal? I don't know. Let's see. I was saying, ass of the year. You know, before that. Okay, so then I'm dead to this reality. I shift over into another version of me in another reality. And, but even if I'm not any versions of me, of what I know is to be me in this body, this shape, this race, this, and I don't necessarily mean black, white, whatever. I mean, just the whole, the human race. That was tough to get out. Oh my gosh, this shade is beautiful. Oh, yeah. These are buoys, aren't they neat? They're steel buoys. Anyway, I'm going to have a papa squat, as they say. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I wanted to finish that thought if I could remember it. Okay, so even if I wasn't experiencing any version of me that was this, I would be experiencing other versions of me. Like even in this part of this soul, like I'm part in a butterfly, I'm part chipmunk, fish, whatever, you know, whale. But grass smells good. But even past all of that, when we are just like a star, like literally like a star, and we're just beaming, right? We are conscious of all, we have consciousness. So we remember, in essence, per se, whatever colloquialism, if that's even a thing you want to put to it. That fancy talk made you forget what you're saying. No, so then I was, I was hanging out of my star, and I'm just consciousness, and I can bring up a really good meal. I can call, I have a photographic memory. I know it goes with me because I was in the land of the yellow sun, and now I'm in the land of the white sun, so I know my consciousness moves with me. And so, you know, beautiful experiences I've had with lovers, places I've been, things I've eaten, smells. You gather the stuff you really like, this conscious version of you like, your consciousness prefers. And when you go to this star where you've gathered all this consciousness for a zillion times on Earth and other planets and wherever, you tap into all that stuff that you experienced that you liked. You don't remember any of the crap you didn't like. You don't remember any of the lovers that were mean to you. You don't remember any of even family that wasn't kind to you. It's like, as they call, the new heaven and new earth, which is your own consciousness. Right? And so there's that story. In case you didn't know, I'm out walking. Possibly. Before I came into the park, I had a little bit of an edible, so that might be kicking in too. But I'm dry fasting now, so I didn't eat anything in the park. Who are you talking to? The po-po, the wanger, the big bad wanger, get me in trouble. Ooh. Okay. So to finish that thought, I'll make this face. So what do you think about that? Not the face, but everything I said. This is the end note. So, ponder that, bitches. Everything you've ever loved goes no fucking where. Everything you prefer goes nowhere. And that's another reason, fuckers, it's so important to do what you prefer, because you're here to experience what you prefer. So if you don't like 6 things, I know 6,000, but say there's 6 things you don't like, and you do them every fucking day to please everyone around you, then how are you going to experience the things you like? You might only learn one thing that whole lifetime that you liked, because you're stuck in what you don't like, so other people will be like, okay, I approve of you, I approve of you, I approve of you. Go experience more things, and you'll know more things you like, more things you don't like, and then when you're a star, complete, pure consciousness, you will have some stories to tap into to know what you prefer, because you don't take with you what you don't prefer. So if you're appeasing your mama, or your adult children, or your neighbor, or society's any fuckery of society, and not pleasing yourself, you're going to keep coming back to try to find things you like, to put more things on the menu. Otherwise, you just be like, well, I raised some kids, and I married this man, and I had this job. I was a success. And what did you like? Okay, that's USIC. Remember that. And they'll be like, well, what did we like? What do you mean, what did we like? I loved my husband. I loved my kids. Oh, my God. Other people? What did you like? Be like, oh, shit. Forgot that part. And you just go do it again. And again, and again, and again. Well, what was you doing? Well, I worked. I pleased my parents. I got an inheritance, and then I see my grandkids and stuff, and then I died. But what did you like? I liked the grandkids. Okay, we know that one thing. Good. Very nice, very nice. Well, this is me smoking to pretend. This ossifer is grass. I'm gonna stick it in my hair. The fuck? Where'd my hair go? Alright, well, this nonsense is over. I'm gonna play something entirely different than my own voice in my ear. I know. Right, it's a new thing. And I'm going to walk like this, or go to sleep. Odds are I'm going to walk. Oh my God, the energy, right? The Schumann resonance, whatever it is, just feel like this energy exploding in me, and then you just go, ah, like that. You go, rawr, rawr, and then you cry sometimes, then you punch the air. But the trick really is just do weights, walk, run, work out, until your body stops complaining, or till you stop crying, or till you stop feeling that grief, because you're just too tired to grieve. You just keep exercising or whatever. Anyway, those may be in my stories, they may not. Take it or leave it. But if you've come this far in the video, damn, you're hot.